Morning, Mr. Secretary.
Morning, how you doing?
Anything on North Korea, sir?
All right. Welcome. It's great to be here.
We will not tolerate Russian interference in our 2018 elections. Much work has been done. There's more to do. Rest assured that we will take the appropriate countermeasures in response to the continued Russian efforts.
Has the administration done enough to deter and countering Russian interference in our next election, which is only 6 months away?
There's more work to do. We have not been able to achieve deterrence, effective deterrence of some of these efforts of the Russians, but this administration has taken enormous efforts to push back against Russia that haven't been done in an awfully long time, either here in the United States or, frankly, from our partners who are even more threatened by Russia than we are in Europe and elsewhere.
I wanted to commend you and the administration for calling this week's election in Venezuela what it was, a sham and illegitimate.
We did this morning receive a formal notification that our charge d'affaires had been PNG'd. We will respond appropriately, certainly reciprocally, but perhaps more than that, perhaps proportionately. We understand that there's a second U.S. officer who will also be a PNG'd. We're well aware, we're watching the Maduro regime continue to engage in destructive behavior for the Venezuelan people.
What are his goals for this negotiation?
In my conversations with him, we've talked about what our mutual goals are, the things that the world demands and that America demands, and the things that North Korea wants to see for itself as well. There's places where we still have lots of work to do to find common ground, but he has shared candidly that he understands that economic growth for his people, the well-being of his people, depends on a strategic shift, and we hope he's prepared to make that.
To the Return Act, Japan is notorious.
When I spoke with him, I could not have been clearer about the scope of the verification work that would be required, all of the elements that would be necessary in order for America to understand that there had been real denuclearization. He took those on board. In return, he made clear it was important to him that when that time came, when those objectives had been achieved, that he in return would receive economic help from America in the form of private sector businesses, knowledge, know-how, from others perhaps, contributions, foreign assistance and the like, and that he wanted security assurances from the world.
From all the negotiations. So I encourage you, if you would,